So you can find this recipe, Cinnamon Roll Ups. It almost sounds like Roloffs, doesn't it? It's Cinnamon Roll Ups with phyllo dough. Anyway, well, hi, welcome back. I'm Amy Roloff, so welcome to my little kitchen. Anyway, Chris and I are having a few friends over and we're gonna play cards. And so I'm making like white chili soup, but I'm gonna start off with the dessert first. And I'm really kind of just calling these like cinnamon roll-ups. So a couple of things that I did ahead of time. I ground up all of my walnuts. There's 2 cups of walnuts here. And then there's a 1/4 cup of sugar. I'm gonna do a little bit of salt. And then there is 2 tablespoons, because you know, if you're gonna do cinnamon, you might as well have cinnamon flavor. I got 2 tablespoons of cinnamon, but feel free to back off of that. You know, 2 teaspoons may be enough, or just 1 tablespoon. But anyway, I have 2. I'm hoping it's not too much. And then for the syrup, which I am gonna get going here, and hopefully this whole thing will work, I'm gonna get that going. So that's about a 1/2 cup of honey. And then once that gets warmed up a little bit, I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of sugar, a 1/4 cup of brown sugar. I want to see how that goes. And then just a little bit of zest, a juice, 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. And that's going to go into kind of the syrup thing, part of it. And I think that's it. I think I'm going to do a dash of salt, just to kind of back off on the sweetness just a little bit. Oh, part of the syrup too, kind of like a simple syrup, but I'm still gonna add brown sugar to it. We're gonna see how this phyllo dough goes. I don't know. But I tell you, it's been so long since I've worked with phyllo dough. We're gonna give this a try. Here's my butter. You got it. And I tell you, I don't think they have pastry brushes like I grew up with. Well, we're gonna find out. You guys are gonna experiment with me on this. Now I should have a damp piece of cloth over this because see, it came apart. I mean, how is that working? Let's see if I can salvage this a little bit over on this side. So we're gonna take a couple of sheets. Because this is a little bit torn, I was gonna try 2, but I think I'm gonna do 3, just so it builds up, gives it some weight. Because if it's a little torn, I don't think 2 is going to be enough. But basically what I'm trying to do is salvage my phyllo dough. I want to show you this really quick. I love this little mini, I guess it's a mini food processor. It's by Cuisinart. You can find probably other brands, but I so love this. Grinding up my walnuts over here, besides getting out the big food processor and everything, this little mini thing just worked dandy. Anyway, I love that. I've had that for a long time. Just absolutely love it. Let's mix in our ingredients that are going to go in here. I've got 2 cups of walnuts, a ground up walnuts. I have a 1/4 cup of sugar in here. Okay, I found my salt, and I just really want to do a dash, just a dash of salt. And then I've got to add in my 2 tablespoons of cinnamon. I hope this isn't too much cinnamon. I'm gonna go ahead and add in my sugar into the honey mixture over here. So it's just right over there. I'll show it to you in a minute. I don't have 2 cameras going. So this is basically, what's happening over there is basically the syrup that will go over this whole thing. Okay, let's sprinkle some of this here. Anyway, I think I was gonna tell you, I'm making white chili. I hope. Boy, you know what? This is going to be hard. You know what I'm going to try and do, guys? I'm going to cut this in half. I'm going to use my little thing here and just cut this in half. And maybe it'll be a little easier to roll up 1 or half of the sheet. Oh yeah, this is so much easier. So I cut my phyllo dough in half. Oh yeah, that was so much easier for me. So what we're gonna do here is take this loveliness, we're gonna cut it in half. It's about half. Ooh, there we go. Just butter the seam here a little bit so it just stays together. I didn't roll these ones upright, but we're gonna still bake them anyway. Those will be my testers. In here is a half a cup of honey, half a cup of sugar, no, a quarter cup of sugar, and half a cup of water, a little bit of lemon juice, a tablespoon of lemon juice, and a little bit of lemon zest. So, oops, that's an oops. Like I said, again, do not put the syrup on before you bake them. We'll see how these turn out now, but other than that, I think these will be great. Besides that small little error, but I thought I'd keep the video instead of making a new one for you because, you know, I'm just a home cook, home chef. I love baklava, but I just thought this was an easier way to do it than just cutting up the individual shapes. So anyway, these are going in the oven, 350 degrees for about 15, maybe 20 minutes now. But normally I would do it from anywhere from about 12 to 15 minutes. And then you put the syrup over it. Oops. We'll see how they go. So what I'm gonna do now, because like I said, it was a hot mess. So go to my recipe for this, cinnamon roll-ups. And I will tell you not to put the syrup on before you put it in the oven. But I'm just gonna drizzle just a little bit, not too much. So you can find this recipe, cinnamon roll-ups. It almost sounds like Roloffs, doesn't it? It's cinnamon roll-ups with phyllo dough. Anyway, you can find this recipe and all the other recipes over at amyroloffslittlekitchen.com and on my YouTube channel. I would love for you guys to go over to the YouTube channel and subscribe to it and stuff like that. I'm gonna try and put a few more things on my YouTube channel as well. So anyway, this recipe and all the others, you can find it at amyroloffslittlekitchen.com or on my YouTube channel, and follow me on social media. I would love your input or any other ideas or favorite recipes you may have. So have a great night. See ya. And until next time, we'll be back in Amy Roloff's Little Kitchen.